Can I invite Makhela? All right.
Hello, Cat. Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Shabbat Shalom. Nice to see everybody. We are so glad to have everyone here with us. This is indeed a very special Shabbat, and I think you know why. The why is because we have Makhela, our junior choir, here with us. We have kindergarten and first grade here with us, and that is very sweet and special to be sure. We have Chris and Tom, Shabbat Zimra, our instruments here with us. That makes it very exciting. And just in case you didn't know, it's Hanukkah. Woo! And look, we got a bunch of Hanukkah menorahs on the table. And in just a moment, we are going to light those Hanukkah menorahs. But for now, I think the best way to begin our service is by acknowledging how fortunate we are to be together as a community at this season of lights and this season of miracles. How fortunate we are to be here as a community. We start with Hine Ma Tov. How sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov u'mana'im achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'mana'im shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. What a great way to start. Makhela, you can go back to your seats. And anyone, especially Makhela, as you're walking up and down the steps, just be aware that in a minute we're going to have fire down here. Fire! And I think you know what I mean when I say fire. So I know a lot of people have brought Hanukkah menorahs with you here, and I'm so glad that you have. And we are going to do the blessings for lighting the Hanukkah menorah, or said differently, Chanukiah. Just want you to know, whenever you refer to one of those things down there as a menorah, we all understand what you're saying, but it's not actually factually correct. It's really, because a menorah is that thing up there, 7 branches. A Hanukkah menorah has 8 branches plus 1. And if you want to get specific, you call it a Chanukiah. All right, so if you have a Hanukkah menorah or a Chanukiah up here, I would like to invite you to come to your Hanukkah menorah and light it with us as we do the blessings. Now, here's what we can do. If you want, you can take your shamash, or you can use a separate candle instead of a shamash, and you can light here, I'll start, and you can pass along. Try not to drip wax on the carpet, but pass along the starter candle to everyone, so don't just use it for yourself. Pass it along, there you go. And we're going to sing the brachot together. And we have some assistants here. Are you ready?
Yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu v'imotenu bayamim ha'hem ba'azman hazeh.
You want me to do it for you? I'll do it. Well done, everybody. Well done. Once you have your Hanukkah menorah lit, feel free to go back to your seats. Oh, boy. There we go. Yeah? Yep. Here. Oops, lost it here. Someone else. Yes? You accidentally did what? Here, this is one. Feel free to take this from you. So the first thing is
Candles.
Candles, Kiddush, then back to Makhela.
all right. If you'd like to, if you can read, and you want to open up to page 120, that's where you find the blessing for the Shabbat candles, and we're going to light those now. So please join me, page 120. We got fire everywhere.
Baruch atah Adonai קידשנו במצוותיו, וציוונו להדליק נר של Shabbat.
Beautiful, page 123 now. Looked like we had a little bit of a...
We got it.
We're good. Page 123 now, we're going to continue with Kiddush. Please join us. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ava uvratzon inchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu,
Baruch atah Adonai,
mekadesh
Shabbat.
L'chaim. Makhela, please join us back up here again. This can be found on page 648, Shir Chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God a new song. Beautiful. Makhela, stay right there. You're going to sing a couple more in a row. We continue now with the Baruch Hu. It can be found on page 146. We'd like to ask you to please rise. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. remain standing, please. You know, I know that we have a lot of kindergarten and first graders here, and we're so glad that you're here. And know that when you are in second grade, you are welcome to join our junior choir, Makhela. And if you do, it's really, first of all, it's Sunday mornings with donuts. The best part. But the other great part is you just get to sing and learn and sing and learn, and it's just a lot of fun, and we're so proud of the students in Makhela who are here with us. Our service continues with the Shema, page 152. Makhela, you can return to your seats. Please be seated. Now, I wasn't sure if this was the right group to do this for, but I'm going to tell you something really important, and that is that I'm going to tell you the story of Hanukkah, and then later on I'm going to tell you the real story of Hanukkah. So let me tell you the fake story of Hanukkah. The fake story of Hanukkah is that a long time ago, this is not the one I want you to do.
Okay.
You'll know this one.
I know. Okay.
A long time ago, there was this guy named, here's his name, and I know you're not going to believe me when I tell you, but trust me, his name was Antiochus.
I don't believe you.
Antiochus. That was his name. And he was the king of the Assyrian people, and he did not like Jews very much, and he certainly didn't like the temple that was in Jerusalem very much, and he did not want us to do all the things that made us Jewish, like sing songs, Jewish songs, eat Jewish food, say Jewish prayers, all the things which make us Jews. He didn't want us to do it. And you know what else he didn't want us to do? See that regular menorah over there that I pointed out earlier? In the temple, that menorah was supposed to be lit all the time, and he wanted to make it so we couldn't even have the menorah lit all the time. Well, what do you know? This guy, Judah Maccabee, have you heard of him before? No? Okay, good. Then maybe I'll take 15 minutes right now to discuss Judah Maccabee. Because you don't know. Okay, so Judah Maccabee came and he defeated Antiochus with the Maccabees, and he wanted to light that menorah over there. And so they looked around and they found just one jar cruse of oil. And what do you know? He used it even though it was only going to be able to last for one day, but instead it lasted miraculously for 8 days, which was long enough for us to go out and get other oil and bring it back to Jerusalem and relight the menorah. And so the miracle of Hanukkah is that the one jar of oil lasted not one day, but rather lasted for 8 days. That's a fake story. I will tell you the true story later. So, we are going to continue. So, everything I just told you, don't believe it. Just ignore it. Because I've got truth. I speak truth here. And we'll tell you the truth a little bit later. But for now, we're going to do a prayer called Adonai Sifatai Tiftach, and then Avot Ve'imahot, and they can be found first on 164 and then 166. And I would like to invite everyone to please rise.
Yadadai, dai, dai, 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 yadadai, dai, dai. Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi'ai, Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Yadadai, dai, dai, 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 yadadai, dai, dai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Ve'Hanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'Konei Hakol Ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot U'Mevid Gula Livnei B'neihem L'man Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah.
You may be seated. Well, I think you know just how much this world needs peace these days. And every single Shabbat, we sing a song about peace. And this one is called Shalom Rav. And if you want to see the words, it's on page 178. And what I'd like to do is invite the children and students from Makhela to join us back to lead us in Shalom Rav.
Hasim Le'olam, Hasim Le'olam. Beautiful. You can return to your seats. Thank you. Now, I know I told you that I was going to tell you the true story of Hanukkah, and now is the time. I think you're old enough to know what really happened on Hanukkah. Now, I do want to say, first of all, to the kindergarten and first graders, you guys are going to be coming up shortly to sing a few songs for us. And so, after I tell the story, get ready, because it's going to be you guys. But let me share with you this very, very important story. So, many, many, many years ago, there was a king. Where's that coming from? You know what? I think it's coming from those over here. I have a feeling it's these. Many years ago, there was a king in Israel, and that king's name was King Solomon. Nope, it's still there. All right, no, I think it's better. There we go. King Solomon. When I stand here, it's good. King Solomon. Now, King Solomon was the king of Jerusalem and over Israel. And King Solomon was very, very wise and very, very smart. And King Solomon's city of Jerusalem and country of Israel, it was really good and things were going smoothly and everyone was happy. And on one crazy, weird day, there was this thing called a Dybbuk. Now, I doubt you know what a Dybbuk is. Does anyone know what a Dybbuk is? What's a Dybbuk? Like an annoying troublemaker. It's exactly correct. So this annoying troublemaker called a Dybbuk decided that this Dybbuk was going to play a joke, and a practical joke, on the town of Jerusalem. And it was going to make everything in all of Jerusalem go in slow motion. And I'm not joking with you, because the Dybbuk, by the way, this is my little Dybbuk. Everything went in slow motion, okay? When I say everything, I mean quite literally everything. So, for example, when you would wake up in the morning, you know, like you'd get out of bed, but you didn't just get out of bed quickly, but you had to get out of bed in slow motion. Everything was happening. By the time you finished brushing your teeth and getting dressed in the morning, and everyone talked that way too, really slow, because everything was in slow motion. And so that no one ate breakfast in all of Jerusalem. Do you know why? Because it took so long to get out of bed, brush your teeth, and get dressed, that by the time you got to the kitchen, and it, by the way, walking to the kitchen wasn't so easy either. You were like going to the kitchen, right? And so by the time you got to the kitchen, you had missed breakfast altogether, lunch. People were eating lunch after waking up because it was already lunchtime. And don't get me started, no one could eat dinner. You know why? Because they still had to brush their teeth and put on pajamas and get ready for bed, reading a story or something. It took forever. So you just went straight from lunch back to bed. I'm not joking. I told you that first story, fake. This one, true story. So the people of Jerusalem were really concerned about this. And so they went to see the king, Solomon, to discuss how they were going to address the fact that they were living in slow motion. And so they said, okay, let's go see King Solomon on Tuesday. So when Thursday got around, they all got to the palace. It took 2 days for them just to walk up the steps and get to the palace. So when Thursday came around, they spoke with King Solomon and they said, King, we have a problem. That's the slow motion version of what they said. I'll do it in fast motion right now, or regular motion. We got a problem, King. We got to deal with this. How do we get rid of this slow motion curse that's all through Jerusalem? All of Israel. And the king said, I know. You see, the way that you can reverse a spell that is placed by a Dybbuk is you need the Dybbuk to touch something from its homeland. Following me so far? No. Okay, do you need me to go in slow motion or do I regular motion? Order. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do it that way. You have to get the Dybbuk to touch something. So now King Solomon, you don't know this, but could speak to animals. And so Solomon said to the royal birds, hey, birds, fly over to the Dybbuk's homeland, get something, bring it back. And they did. The birds went, they got a leaf from the Dybbuk's home world. And what they did was they took the leaf and they had it a contraption in which they put the leaf on the ground, but with a little cup over it like this, so that when the Dybbuk, if it were to touch it, they could put the cup over the Dybbuk. Do you following what I'm saying here? Do I need to go in slow motion? Yeah. No, okay, fine. So what happened was this. So they put the leaf down in the middle of town, like in the middle of the town square right there, and they put the cup right there. And everyone crouched looking. And the Dybbuk came walking up. Hold on, my Dybbuk's hair just came off. Oh, thank you. The Dybbuk came walking up, and they said, that looks like something from my hometown. By the way, the Dybbuk was not in slow motion. Dybbuk was in regular motion. Everybody else was in slow motion. So the Dybbuk went over to inspect the leaf just like they wanted to. The Dybbuk looked, grabbed the leaf, and Solomon, boom, put the jar over the Dybbuk. Yes. Well, no, because it was hanging up like a piece of wood, so they just touched the wood and it fell. Gravity. It's gravity. Gravity. So it's a gravity thing you may not understand. So this is what happens. So they've trapped the Dybbuk, and the spell is over. But now they have a problem. What do they do with this Dybbuk? Do you just kill it? Do you throw it away? So this is what they decided to do. So they have the Dybbuk trapped with the leaf, by the way, okay, in the jar. And they said, all right, we got an idea. Why don't we take some oil it'll just preserve this poor Dybbuk. We won't have to be the ones that killed the Dybbuk, that we can wait till a future generation, they can kill the Dybbuk for us. So they took the oil, they put it into the cup with the leaf and the Dybbuk. Will you put that on? Yeah. Thank you so much. And then they took a lid on top of the jar, they closed the lid. And by the way, did I tell you this yet? I don't think I did, but I should have. Solomon was the one who built the temple.
How did they fit the Dybbuk onto the cup? Yeah.
I'll explain that to you later, just trust me. So Solomon built the temple, and it was a really lovely temple, and he had a lot of storage in the temple. So what he did was he took the jar with the Dybbuk and the leaf and the lid, of course, on top, and put it into one of the back closets of the temple. No one would ever find it. No one would ever be curious about it. And when the time came that maybe the Dybbuk learned its lesson, that maybe they would release the Dybbuk. Now, 900 years passed. People had forgotten about the Dybbuk. And one day, Antiochus comes. And he comes and wants to desecrate the temple. Desecrate means like make it yucky, okay? And he does that, and he trashes the temple, destroys the menorah. Now Judah Maccabee, have you heard of Judah Maccabee before? Okay, so Judah Maccabee gets his group of Maccabees together, and they decide, we're going to go and fight Antiochus. And we are going to rededicate the temple. And they do. They defeated Antiochus, and they saw this temple, and it was like gross. Like, who has a room, like a bedroom, that could use a little bit of tidying up? I think more hands than that. You know what I'm saying. Trust me, the temple looked worse than your bedroom does. Now, so here's the thing. The Maccabees are trying to clean up the temple. Maccabees are trying to clean up the temple. They notice that the menorah has no oil, and that they need to find oil to relight the menorah. And so they go searching around the temple for oil. And one of the Maccabees goes back into one of the back closets and sees on top of a jar, it's written, 1000 BCE, time of King Solomon, do not open. And they're like, this is 900 years. I think we can open this up. I know, trust me. I'm scared like you are. Well, so they go, and so this guy, he says, I think I found some oil, but it says don't open it. And they go, but at least we have a little bit of oil. It's only one jar of oil, but we have a little bit. Let's use this for the menorah. So they open up the jar, and out jumps the Dybbuk.
Please don't take it out.
Out jumps the Dybbuk, and he's like, it's been 900 years I've been in oil this whole time. It's coughing and the whole thing. And then the Dybbuk runs away. And they say, all right, let's use the oil. So they put the oil into the menorah. But it was only one jar. It was going to last one day. But it lasted 8. And do you know why? Slow motion oil. The Dybbuk had slow motioned the oil while it was in there, and it lasted 8 days because it was working in slow motion. No, this is the true. No, that's the true one. And so I just want you to know, if you're curious about why Hanukkah lasts 8 days instead of 1, it's because the slow motion oil. And I just thought I owed it to you, to not treat you like kids, but to tell you the truth. So just remember, if you're ever curious, slow motion oil is the reason why we celebrate 8 days of Hanukkah and not 1. I will be entertaining questions, Q&A on this very important historical narrative after services. We want to call up kindergarten and first graders. Are there any kindergartners and first graders? Perfect. Come up to the microphones.
You're going to stand right up
because it is your time to shine. So our kindergartners and first graders are going to sing for us 2 songs. The first song is called O Hanukkah, and that is on page 669. And the second song is the dreidel song, and maybe we'll add a few fun verses to it. But the point is that the dreidel song is not in your prayer books, but I think you may know it. So we're going to start with O Hanukkah on page 669. Oh, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Beautiful. Woo! But there's another one. And this song is about a dreidel. By the way, don't forget, remember we talked about this? That for the second half of the song, you're allowed to spin. I'll spin with you. Okay. I'll spin with you.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm right here spinning. I'm not just standing here ready to spin.
I had a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, the dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, the dreidel I shall play.
You were By the way, Cantor.
Yeah.
What happens if you do not have clay available to you at the time of your dreidel
Well,
game?
I was hanging out with some very cool people in Shabbat today.
Ah.
And they had some very good ideas about some things we could make a dreidel.
Really? Like what?
Like, one of my favorites was snow.
Snow?
Snow! Can we try that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a little dreidel, I made it out of snow, and when it's dry, hot.
Oh, wait, where'd it go?
Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of snow, and when it's dry,
Oh, wait, where
did it go? Huh, snow, is that all you can make dreidels out
I
of?
think we could come up with some other ideas.
What else can we make a dreidel? What? Brick? We could do brick.
I'm like, you figure out what that rhymes with.
I had a little dreidel, I made it out of brick, and when it's dry and ready, that would be a real neat trick. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of brick, and when it's dry and ready, oh, that would be a real cool trick. Anything else you could think of, Cantor?
You know, I really like the esoteric air one. I think that's...
Oh, that means if you literally have, because trust me, you can make dreidels out of cheese.
Oh, yeah.
You can. I've seen it before. But you can also make, if you have nothing, if you literally have nothing in your pockets, but desperately want to have a dreidel, You can always make a dreidel out of air. It's a true story.
Dad, you use your fingers.
Had a little dreidel, I made it out of air. And when it's dry and ready, we'll throw it over there. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of air. And when it's dry and ready, we'll throw it over there. I'm exhausted. I don't think I got anything. Kindergarten and first graders, you've been amazing. And you can go back to your seats and visit with your parents and grandparents. Thank you so much for being here. So it's family service, and you know what we like to do on family services, and that is to celebrate birthdays. If you have a birthday in the month of December, come on up. We have something to give you. May I come to the front? I will come to the front.
Birthday right over here. In the band section.
Really? I'm coming over there. So, when is your birthday? December 4th. You just had your birthday. Would you like sorry about that. Would you like a Temple Beth Shalom notepad? Today's your Hebrew birthday? What day were you born on? No, I'm talking in Hebrew. Hebrew day. Aha! I trust you. Do you want a ball, a Temple Beth Shalom handy dandy notepad and pencil, or we're running short on scratch offs, so just take whatever you'd like for your dad. That for all of our birthday children, we are so proud of you, but just remember, what are you, taking two? That it's more important about what you learn how to give back and not what you get on your birthday, which makes birthdays so special. You're getting, no, T just took two. Oh, good point, yeah. All right. You don't think she'd want a handy dandy notebook? All right, take both the pencil and the notebook. Take a double. And so, what I'd also like to do is invite our children to locate their parents or grandparents.
Find your grown-ups.
Find your grown-ups. And what we'd like to do so parents, take your hands and place them on the head, shoulders, or cheek of your child or of your loved one. And if you are blessing a son, we say, Yisimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim v'chi Menashe, which means, may God make you like the sons of Israel. Or, of course, just like the best you that you can be. And if you are blessing a daughter, we say, Yismech Elohim k'Sarah Rivka Leah v'Rachel, which means, may God make you like the daughters of Israel, or like the best you that you can be. And for all of our children, we say, Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, which means, may God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, which means, may the light of God's face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May a sense of God's presence always surround you and bless you with peace. Amen. Kisses. Kisses. So, I now have instructions, and these are my instructions for you. Even though I know lots of people have come here tonight because you are in kindergarten or first grade. Some have come because you're in Makhela. Others have come because it's a family service. Still others came because it's Hanukkah. I know I came because of the food earlier. But there are a few people here in the sanctuary right now who came here because they have loved ones who are no longer with them. And we have a prayer that we say called the Kaddish, which is a prayer in which we say we miss the people that we love who are not with us. And so, the reason why I'm telling you is because for the next 2 or 3 minutes, and I will tell you when the time is over, I ask you to please be on your best behavior, because we're going to do a serious prayer. So, first I'm going to read 2 names of people who have passed away quite recently. They are David Postal and Herb Abeles, and we miss them very much. And now I'd like to share with you some names of people who passed away over the years on this Shabbat. It's the anniversary of their passing. Allison Saltz, Robert Agranov, Francis Spielman, Joan Probst Williams, Harry Lindauer, Martin Sass, Michael Shore, Anita Gladstone Portugal, Itzhak Saban, Sarah Stern, Sareen Ruth Gerson, Helene Steinberg Krasnow, Doris Packman, Jacob Gerson Zaks, and Louis Kushner. And so in gratitude for their lives and what they've meant to us, and linking their names with all people we miss very much, there's a prayer that we say. It's called the Kaddish. It's on page 598. And if it is your custom, I would like to invite you to please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah bi'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechal beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach li'alam u'lamei amaya yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudsha brichu Le'ila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiram bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to every bereaved heart. And let us say, Amen. Please be seated. Oh, good. All right. So, I have a handful of things that I want to tell you. Some announcements before we conclude our service. So, let me tell you them right now. Number 1, if you know someone who is in 8th through 12th grade and wants to join Beatty's Hanukkah, that's our youth group's Hanukkah around the world, that is tomorrow night. There is still time for you to sign up for our Hanukkah, youth group Hanukkah event, which is tomorrow night. It's going to be fun. If you are interested in art, reflection, and connection, an artistic way of responding to the stresses and struggles in our lives, that you must RSVP, see the weekly email, but that is on Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. If you are interested in studying Torah or our texts, Monday mornings or Tuesday evenings with me, keep an eye out on the weekly email, always gives you any information you want. And by the way, no experience necessary, I assure you. If you are interested in a little bit more of a sophisticated, not to say that what I do isn't sophisticated, but sophisticated adult education, Dr. Susanna Garfein, currently at Johns Hopkins University, previously the director of the Jewish Studies program at Towson, She is a phenomenal intellect, and she'll be here talking about creation stories, the different varying creation stories. It should be a fascinating program and class here. That is next Sunday. Winter Relief, which is us hosting the homeless, happens from December 22nd to the 26th. And finally, our pancake breakfast. I have been assured that the pancakes will have chocolate chips in them if you want. This is not question and answer session right now. So just want you to know, if you like pancakes, you will love the pancake breakfast. That is January 7th. All right, I have said enough with the exception of one last thing, and that is I have been told the winner of the dreidel counting contest.
It was me.
You picked 4.
I did.
86 people participated in this dreidel counting contest, and 1 person got it the closest. And I hope you are still here, Ryan Bailey, but you won the dreidel counting contest. Woo-hoo! So Ryan, we have a gift for you. Come on up.
How many was it?
How many was it?
Yeah.
487. No, it wasn't 487. 138. You got it. You have 2 prizes in here. You can open it up with your parents over there. So, Mazel Tov, Ryan. I hope you're good at math, because we need some good math people in this world. Well done. So our service concludes. But I forgot to mention the Oneg Shabbat. Oh my God, it's a good one. The Pfister family, the de Kornfeld and Nina Fisher family, plus other people provided for the Oneg Shabbat. It's going to be delicious. Outside in the lobby immediately after our service, we conclude with Olam Chesed, which means a kind and loving world. And first Motzi, thank you. All right, Motzi, then Olam. But Makhela can come up here and get ready for the final song, Olam Chesed. We will do Motzi while they're walking up. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Our world needs more love, needs more connection. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. We will build a world of love. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed I will build this world from love. And you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. Wow, Shabbat Shalom, Chag Urim Sameach, Happy Hanukkah, and join us in the Oneg Shabbat. And don't forget about your Hanukkah menorahs, your Hanukkahiyot. You don't want to forget to get them and bring them home. Chris, Tom, thank you. Gabe, great job. Thank you. And if we do the scrub from now, on my list of possibles. Okay, fine. I wasn't sure what we had to mention. Great. I was just kind of throwing out some, but I wanted us all to kind of create a little running list. Right. Well, you're on Engage, brother. Yes. The answer to that is kind of. Now, why do I say kind of? No, not so. I think it's amazing. But the person who designed it insists that it's the tree of life. I think it's a minority. Kind of. I saw it. Great show. Yes. You just came with this? Or you just come with it? A lot of kids here. It gets a little bit mildly more sophisticated.
You were amazing.